Hi, welcome Man of Steel fan. Gives hope. I posted just a rumour onto the page and I thought it was great news. If it was true. But again, you take these things with a pinch of salt. And it was from a site called Reddit. I know what you're saying, but hey, someday someone's going to get it right. And sometimes these rumours are great, are good, sometimes they're bad. This one to me is good. I'll read it out to you. Some new alleged leaks for the DCU have hit the internet and range from talking about how Aquaman is an underwater horror movie to the Batman film featuring Joker and Scarecrow. Check out the entire batch of leaks below. Take it with a grain of salt. They're from Reddit. This is information from Warner Brothers. They are not necessarily spoilers, but very interesting information regarding the future of DC Extended Universe. This information will not be violating any contracts, but rather just be sharing insights shared within members of these levels. Wonder Woman 2017 partners and higher office members have been very confident with the handling of this film. They were initially very cautious after the reception of Dawn of Justice, but they were optimistic with the positive reaction to Wonder Woman as well as Patty Jenkins' leadership. The atmosphere in the office is very positive, leading to the June 2nd release, as they feel it will be well received critically and a box office success. Apparently, the executives were going to wait until the opening before giving the green light for a sequel. After many positive reactions, they have given Patty Jenkins a green light to start working on a sequel. Overall expectations for this movie are around 750 million globally and critically success. Again, makes sense, doesn't it? It really, to me, yeah. If I was to come up with an idea, I would do it. I'm taking in everything's happened around Wonder Woman. That seems possibly true. Now, Justice League 2017, this has been very quiet on the Warner Brothers front. Apparently, the studio's given Zack Snyder far more control, ran Dawn of Justice and Man of Steel, because the production was extremely long for this movie and will continue this summer. The studio has been aware of reshoots for a long time, but it's not on a massive scale, which we've always been telling you. It's tiny bits from Joss Whedon, such as Rose, a long time. It's not on a massive scale, such as Rogue One, Suicide Squad. These reshoots were Pacific members of the League, and they were to add new scenes that were written into the script. Ben Affleck will start shooting these scenes this summer. No date set. Ray Fisher will also have to shoot more scenes, but they will also show him as a regular human and without the CGI shoot. Jason Momoa has already sought some extra pickups and green screen work before the production on Aquaman. There hasn't been any panic at Warner's, but they are keeping the story very secretive. Apparently, Zack Snyder has been working on the story since the beginning of Man of Steel, so that they might be why the studio has been quiet and leaving him alone. Of course, because of his daughter, suicide. They realised that because of Batman v Superman, how they cut his films, and then the positive reaction with the extended cut. And then they were going to try and give Zack Snyder a year out, leave Justice League for the year so he could deal with his family, but he thought he could muddle through it, but he wasn't. So everything on that seems right. And now, as I say, Joss Whedon's only stepping in for these wee reshoots. And Zack Snyder and Chris Terrio had written the trilogy. They had already came up with the Batman v Superman and the Justice League, all in the trilogy before. Now, Aquaman 2018, James Wan was the first choice for director on the movie. Warner Bros. Wants the movie to be like an underwater horror movie with a superhero at the helm. This movie has been a majority of excitement at the office. Apparently, James Wan agreed on the movie on a few terms, but the major one was that he wanted a solid script finalised Before the meat of pre-production started, this was an enormous request, but it's been labelled as fantastic new superhero genre, and immensely scary but satisfying. The script has been worked on for years. Zack Snyder has been working on the character since Man of Steel, as well as James Wan started pre-production with a completed script down to at least 5 different drafts. This apparently will be the new standards for the future DCU movies, and the studio is willing to slow things down in order to achieve this. Anybody that doesn't even seem to be agreeing with this, I don't know where you are at, okay? Because they now know that they've got a winning sort of formula with Wonder Woman, right? If they believed they had a winning formula with Wonder Woman, and they've held back on Batman, making sure they got the right director for the part. They've got this vision, they're sticking at it. They had a vision for Wonder Woman. The first director that came forward for Wonder Woman wasn't the right one. Patty Jenkins had it. The film is a massive success. So again, yes, this makes perfect sense. And of course, the Flash, you're just waiting for the right director to come along. They've got a vision. There we go. Now, the Scarlet Speedster 2019, the script has been completed and approved after many drafts and rewrites. The studio has finally approved a very good script, with some calling it a perfect coming-of-age story regarding a young man trying to control his power. They have been very excited. Apparently, the script was heavily influenced by a specific comic story and given an interesting nickname. The name might not be the Scarlet Speedster, but that is a rumour ever since the script was turned in. Makes sense. Script's done. Just got to get a director. They've got a vision. DC Warner Brothers know exactly what they're doing. Yeah, we might only get one film next year, but they have a plan. The Batman 2019, no work has been commissioned on this movie. Apparently, Matt Reeves has yet to even start on this, and of course has to fulfill his commitment on War of Planet of the Apes before working with Ben Affleck. Although there has been rumours of the script being thrown out, there have been rumours about the executives that Matt Reeves wants to incorporate many Batman villains. These villains will include Deathstroke, Joker and Scarecrow. The studio has already been working on Deathstroke, obviously, and the mock-ups of potential new Scarecrow. We've already seen drafts of Deathstroke. You know, we've seen Ben Affleck take pictures of it, and all this rubbish about Ben Affleck taken away. No, they just want to make a good film, you know, and they're doing the reshoots of Batman and every other actor in the world. They're all every place else in the world, so they're just having to wait to come back, do a wee bit of reshoots, directed by Joss Whedon, whatever. So, yep. Green Lantern Corps 2020. This is supposedly going to take place off Earth and in space. It will contain two main characters, which we've been hearing for a while, including Hal Jordan. It is supposed to be like Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, showing a setting other than Earth and expanding the DC universe. Not much else has been talked about regarding this movie. Now, some people read this and they think, oh, it's meant to be Guardians of the Galaxy. No, they're just saying a wee bit like Guardians of the Galaxy because it's set in space. Okay, there hasn't been sort of a Star Wars movie in the DC universe yet. Okay, we had Superman, but that was in Krypton. It was just one planet. But this one, it's going to be maybe loads of different planets, and it's going to be a Lethal Weapon film. That's all they're saying about the Guardians of the Galaxy sort of example. There has been many conversations about films such as Gotham City. There have not been, conversations about films such as Gotham City, Siren, Cyborg, Shazam, Suicide Squad 2 and Batgirl around the office. They may have been keeping them under wraps or taking their time, but they have not topics spoken around the office. As I said, take these leaks with a grain of salt. They don't seem too illogical though. No, they don't seem too illogical. They seem common sense. And for anyone to write that, I applaud them. If they have just made it up, I applaud you, because most of that's in that report explains the last few months and the last years, and it puts down any sort of not bad clickbait, rumour garbage. So please, if you do read this, read it as a positive thing. For me, you read this so many times, it seems to clear up a lot of the bill. It seems to clear up what's been happening in Warner Brothers in the last couple of months. Again, take it with a grain of salt, but to me, if this is rubbish, it's the best explanation of what's been happening behind the scenes. I'll leave it with you, and leave your comments down below. You can find it on my page, on Man of Steel Fan Gives Hope. Thank you. And after reading this, I'm so positive.